Let's begin, ninjas. So this review, you probably watched like hundreds and hundreds of the reviews, but this will be kind of my review with the pros and the cons. I'm not gonna bother you that much and chit chat or something like that. I'm gonna go straight to the point, what I think, what are the best selling points and what are the cons of the Pocophone F1. But before we start everything, at least let's go back in the past and see exactly what Xiaomi or slash Pocophone was advertising as the main selling points of the Pocophone F1. Of course, it was the price tag. The price tag around $300, Snapdragon 845, liquid cool technology, 4000 mAh battery, 6 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of storage, of course the minimum one. You do have a higher variants, AI dual cameras on the back, and 20 megapixel front camera. So these are the major 6 selling points that they were in the we can call it pre-hype, it's a pre-sale hype, I would call it like that. Okay. Let's move on. So the first thing which we're gonna talk about, it's obvious when you see it, it is the display. So we have 18,7 with 9 aspect ratio full screen display, 6.18 large display, so we get around 6.03. So while this 0.15 is like that, the notch between the notches, ninjas, remember that. You can disable it. If you don't like to see the notch, you can disable it, which is again a good thing. The resolution is Full HD plus, screen density is 403 ppi. The smartphone itself, it is very bright. You won't have any troubles using this smartphone outdoors. If you live in Egypt or Nigeria, if it's a very sunny day, you won't have any troubles because the screen brightness goes up to 500 nit luminance. 1500s with 9 contrast ratio, 84% of the NTS color gamut. Remember that this smartphone also comes with the Golden Gorilla Glass 3. We have a different display modes: sunlight display, night display, reading mode, color temperature adjustment. I always put it on the cool. I don't like the warm side. The warm side, it is for the night mode, and I always advise you to use the night mode when you are in your bed or something like that. And you just save your brain, save your, of course, melatonin. Remember that. I have a special video regarding what the smartphone, what the screen, what the brightness, what the light is doing at the night to your hormone called melatonin. So please make sure to watch it, man. Support a standard display. So remember that there is also a wireless display, so you can connect, etc, etc. What else can we mention? It is 10 touch capacitive screen, 2.5D curved glass screen. Again, a small bumper it is that it has this old Gorilla Glass 3 protection, but again, it's better to have Gorilla Glass than nothing. Remember that the Huawei smartphones, almost every single Huawei and Honor smartphones under $300 do not offer any single Gorilla Glass protection, not even Gorilla Glass 3. Most of them do not offer that, so just remember, ninjas. For me, the screen brightness is amazing. Viewing angles are also completely spot on. The thing regarding the light leak or whatever they call it, I don't have it. I already showed you. There are like 50 videos of this smartphone on my YouTube channel. You won't find it anywhere. And it seems that the majority of people with this issue are from India. Very interesting, man, very interesting. So I didn't had also a lot of people are complaining about some touch issues, and most of them again are from India, ninja. So it seems that this Poco, which was produced in India, had these issues. I don't think that majority of non-India users have these issues, ninjas. I think only people in India, most of them are coming from India, and I think that the smartphones, the Poco F1 smartphones that they were produced in India, those issues are coming from there. So something happened in those factories, ninjas. It seems that a lot of people are reporting like that. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe I'm not, but you take it with that, man. Anyway, majority of the reviewers from non-India countries, I would say it like that, from Europe, USA, nobody so far reported these issues, ninjas. Nobody had it. Even from the UK, I got a few people from UK on YouTube, and none of them reported these issues, ninjas. For me, completely the screen sensitivity, the touch responsiveness, quality is amazing. That input lag, it's not there at all, noticeable. I'm telling you, under $300, this is the best Xiaomi smartphones that I ever had with this screen. Mi Note 2 did have some kind of, because it was curved, so it had that palm rejection was not activated with the Mi Note 2, so always I got bothered with the touch problems, ninjas, etc, etc. Of course my palm was touching the screen. It's not like only with the Xiaomi, it was even popular with the Samsung smartphones because of the curved look. Okay, so let's continue on. So the pros, in my opinion, it is the Snapdragon 845, an octa-core beast clocked at 2.8 GHz. We have Adreno 630 GPU, which is clocked at 710 MHz. There is also liquid cool technology. Believe it or not, the Black Shark 2 Halo has a dual liquid cool system. Oh my god! So it has two pipes, not just one, but two pipes. Oh my god! I'm so hyped about the Black Shark 2. It is almost 2 times more expensive than the Pocophone F1, so that's a bummer, but again it is a special edition smartphone for the gamers only, while the Pocophone F1 is focused mainly on people on the budget. Remember that. Anyway, let's continue next. So you have the benchmarks, you have the sensors. All the sensors are included with the Pocophone F1: gyroscope, accelerometer, proximity sensor, light sensor, compass, step counter. So everything is included with the Pocophone F1 and you won't have any problems regarding that. Remember that the GPS also, I seen that somebody reported some issues with the GPS, but after the updates, I don't know, I didn't have the smartphone before 2 months, sorry for that, so maybe before the updates there were some GPS issues. Right now I don't have it. Remember, this smartphone has a GPS, Beidou, Galileo, GLONASS and GPS, so a lot of GPS supports there. It does lock so fast, ninjas, and it is very accurate. My own unit is like that, so I don't know how the other units are behaving. If I find the problem, I'm gonna mention it, ninjas. I'm not gonna hide it or lie it. Remember that. Bluetooth is 5.0. It does have also dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi display, Wi-Fi MIMO, if I can call it like that, and Wi-Fi Direct, which is the best way to transfer files. It is via Wi-Fi Direct. Remember that. 4G LTE support. So for the Americans, remember that it has B1, B3, B5, 7, 8, 20, 38, 40, and 41. This is very important, so please make sure to follow this. T-Mobile, I think a lot of USA Americans are using T-Mobile, so please make sure to check it with your own provider. If there is coverage of the signal for the 4G LTE with the smartphone. Extra things are of course VoLTE, tethering, OTA sync, radio FM. We do also have an audio jack with the Pocophone F1 and OTG support. And remember, it does come with the USB Type-C, which is again a huge pro, because you're gonna have a higher rate for the charging speed, of course charging your smartphone, and also the transfer rate is gonna be faster to transfer large pictures, files from your Pocophone F1 to your PC, or from the PC, or vice versa, from the PC to the Pocophone. Remember that. And of course, not to forget to mention that there are a few different versions of the Pocophone F1. The review unit which I have, it is the 64 gigs of storage and 6 gigs of RAM. You also have the 128 gigs of storage and 6 gigs of RAM, which is around $30 more expensive. So if you do care a lot for the storage, of course there is an SD card support, so it's not a bummer for me to have it. And there is a special edition one, Armored Edition, and we also have the 256 gigabytes of storage of the Pocophone F1 with 8 gigs of RAM, which right now on Banggood I think it's around $550. Yeah, but it's not yet available, it's still in stock alert, or pre-order, I would call it like that. You can't even order it yet, but we have to wait for it. And I think that this price will drop to $500. We will see. Anyway, let's continue next. And one of the most important thing and the selling points of the Pocophone F1, it is the battery capacity. 4000 mAh battery inside of this beast, ninjas. Snapdragon 845 and cooling system enabled for us. Of course, it's implemented inside of this beast. Anyway, it does have a quick charge support 3.0. Remember that, 3.0, so it does charge really fast. So my results, are you interested in my results? Yes, I will show you. Basically, you can check check on my YouTube channel, but I can tell you right now with my own words, 5 hours screen on time for the PUBG with the extreme mode HDR. Yes, 5 hours. It gets 1 hour, at least 1 hour more than the OnePlus 6 and the Xiaomi Mi Mix 2S. I'm comparing other Snapdragon 845 smartphones. Also remember that I would just share with you the screen on time for watching YouTube videos. Maybe a lot of you are not hardcore gamers watching videos mainly. 8 hours for you. Yes, 8 hours screen on time for watching YouTube videos, but on maximum settings, Wi-Fi, GPS and Bluetooth activated with the screen brightness at the maximum. You can even get 10 hours screen on time if you disable GPS and Bluetooth, ninjas, and screen brightness lower it. So again, very impressive. I would say that, and I have to mention that around 60% of the users of the Pocophone F1 did reported that they have a day and a half of battery use, medium use obviously, so that's very impressive. Around 30% of the Pocophone F1 users are saying that they can get 2 days of use with the medium use. Impressive, bro. This is the best smartphone of all time, Pocophone F1. Unbelievable, bro. Unbelievable. Okay, so let's go now and test the sound speakers before the camera, yeah? Okay, here we have it. Let's go straight to the max volume YouTube app.
Everybody live in unity, that's how it's meant to be. But oppression is oppression, so no matter act blind. When me 6 foot, it'll be that day I stop trying. You guys to keep on walking on the road to Palestine.
Okay, not bad. The loudness is there. Of course, it's not the loudest in the world. Bass, lacking of the bass there, but the sound is passable, ninjas. From 1 to 10, I will give for the sound speaker 7.5, 7.5 to 8. Max, tops, 7.5 there. Again, it's not average, it's not poor, this is a great score. Remember that for the price tag, what do you get? This is a great score. But it can beat Mi Mix 2S. Mi Mix 2S has a stereo sound speakers. OnePlus 6 also has a louder sound speaker and more quality there. But again, for the price tag, really rare to find. Impossible, I mean. I will keep repeating this in my in-depth review a lot of time, man, a lot of time, because I'm shocked. Let's go with more things. Here we have it. Testing headphones. I'm giving for the headphones output there 9, just. Nice sound chip for the headphones there, volume is there, quality is there, just amazing. And I'm having these cheap Xiaomi's earphones for 10 bucks. God knows what kind of quality you're gonna get with something more expensive, but you're gonna get the loud, you can hear it, man. It's loud, it's very loud. Let's continue next. Okay, ninjas, the FM radio works. Yes, we get also FM radio app, stock app with the Pocophone F1. Again, it's impossible to listen to radio with the max volume. It was just too loud for me. An amazing output. I'm really surprised and overwhelmed, obviously. I'm happy for all people who are using wired headphones. It's there, 3.5mm is there. You don't need to use an adapter. And plus, also, if it's there, it's an amazing one, man. Great job, Pocophone, Xiaomi. Okay, ninjas, I just recorded something for the mic. This is the mic test, so let's begin. 1, 2, 1, 2. This is the microphone check of the Pocophone F1 by Xiaomi. My mouth is around 40 centimeters away from the smartphone, basically from the main mic. And right now, my mouth is just 5 centimeters away from the microphone or the smartphone itself. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, raz, yo, peace. Great. From 1 to 10, I'm giving it 9. Great job, Pocophone. So also the mic quality is impressive. Oh boy. And it's time for the camera, yes, and ninjas again, yes, the camera is unbelievably good. Honestly, I didn't even expect to have this kind of quality for the price tag. I was expecting that the Xiaomi is probably, I don't know, cutting the cost, low cost on the camera department, camera software optimization, of course, next to the build itself, but also the camera. But I was surprised that I do get an amazing stability, an amazing also 4K video support, and also bokeh effect on the front and on the back. So we have ultra light sensitive AI camera. So you remember, this is an AI camera enabled. Primary is 12 megapixel rear camera with a 1.4 micrometer large pixel, aperture of f1.9, dual pixel autofocus. The secondary camera on the back is 5 megapixel and it's 1.12 micrometer pixel, aperture of f2.0. Somebody just sent me a message. Sorry for that, ninjas. Anyway, AI dual rear cameras on the back, so it supports portrait mode with the background blurring, dual pixel autofocus, single tone flash, low light enhancements, HDR imaging, panorama mode, burst mode, face recognition, AI beautify, which I don't know, I completely hate it, and it does also have the EIS for video shooting, and it's on pair with the Xiaomi Redmi Note 5 and Redmi Note 6 series, which is again a huge pro, ninjas. Again, I will repeat, and I have to put in the comparison their list, the Huawei Honor smartphones. They don't offer this kind of camera quality. Only the pictures, we can only discuss and debate around the pictures. Huawei will probably win in the picture mode because also of the low light features. The AI processor in the Huawei MUI operating system is just unbelievably insane regarding the low light conditions, but the video samples will always go to the Xiaomi. The EIS, again, such a great company, bro. Such a great company that you can imagine that they offer EIS, one of the best EIS in the world, even with the cheap smartphones, the Redmi Note 5 and Note 6 series under $200. And also Pocophone F1 has again insane EIS stability, which you can test, of course, and see in this video review. Remember that you're gonna have the full camera review on my YouTube channel, so check it out. Front camera is 20 megapixel, yes, not 8, not 12, it's 20 megapixel front camera, so it does offer high resolution AI portrait mode, AI detection of 10 different scenes, selfie timer, and face recognition. AI scene detection detects 25 categories of objects and up to 206 different scenes. In the specific scenes, AI optimizations there is for the Pocophone F1. And remember, ninjas, that the Poco F1, the India variant there, it does have the face recognition enabled there with no problems. So with the Pocophone F1, if you bought it, of course, from China, then if you need to have the Face ID, you will have to change your region to India or Taiwan. That's a small tip for you from me if you don't want to wait for the future OTA update. And regarding the video, 4K video 30 FPS, 1080p 30 FPS, and 720p 30 FPS. We also have the slow motion video, 720p 240 FPS, 1080p at 240 FPS. So it's a small downside that Redmi Note 6, the Xiaomi Mi Max 3 offers 1080p at 60 FPS, but the Pocophone F1 doesn't offer. This probably should be unlocked, and maybe Xiaomi will unlock this with the future OTA. 60 FPS is a must-have, ninjas. It's almost 2019. Come on, Xiaomi, come on. Nevertheless, my conclusions for the camera, it's a huge pass. The only downside which I would mention, that the low light conditions are still not that improved. Of course, not highly improved. I would say there is a small improvement from the previous generations from 2016, 2018, but it's not a huge improvement, which Huawei example done. Huawei done a great job with the night mode in their Huawei and Honor smartphones. Okay, ninjas, welcome back. So let's test here the face unlock ID or face unlock speed there with the Pocophone F1 and also the fingerprint scanner on the back. So shall we begin? Firstly, we're gonna go with the Face ID. I already set up my face. Oh, ha! Crazy, bro. Speedy indeed. Not like OnePlus 6 or OnePlus 6T or OnePlus 5T, but very close, ninjas. Honestly, very close. You can see it by yourself. It unlocks instantly. Great job, Pocophone, or Xiaomi, I would say it. Insane speed, man. Reliable and super fast. For under $300, that's just impressive. Check this out. So you just move it to my face. I mean, you showed your face, I show my face. Fast. I mean, let's go with the fingerprint ID. Oh my god, so fast, bro, so fast. The F1 stands for formula. Indeed, I agree with the users. For $300, it's insane to find anything better than the Pocophone F1, ninjas. Honestly, if somebody can find something better than the Pocophone F1, tell me, show me the proof, and I will send you my own Pocophone F1 for free on your address. Just show me, bro. Unbelievable for under $300, bro. Unbelievable. Great job, Xiaomi. Great job. Pure 10 from my side. Since it is a budget world right now, for under $300 you get super speedy sensors on the back and on the front, of course. The Face ID and the fingerprint sensor are a huge pass from me, TechUtopia. Let's go. Okay, Ninja, so I mentioned a lot of great things about this smartphone, the pros, why would you buy it. Of course, my reviews do go with the flow, and so you can obviously judge by yourself what is so impressive about it, because I mentioned all the things step by step. But for the end, I always leave a kind of conclusion, what are the reasons not to buy it. So basically, there are some cons, so we're gonna begin it. Of course, for a lot of you to pay $300, you get a plastic smartphone with the polycarbonate material, so it's not like a cheap plastic material. It is polycarbonate, but nevertheless it's not metal, it's not glass, it's just plastic, the cheapest material that you can get. So a lot of you will be a bummer, so most of you maybe will go if you don't like a plastic. I'm not saying that most of you will won't buy the smartphone just because of this reason, nah, no chance. But for people who are looking for a premium quality, you're gonna probably go with the Xiaomi Mi 8 Lite Youth Edition or Xiaomi Mi 8 SE, or maybe Honor Play or Honor 8X Max. Remember that, because those smartphones, all of them do come with the glass back or with the full metal unibody. Let's continue next. So it does have a hybrid SIM slot, so only 1+1. You can use 2 SIM cards or 1 SIM card and 1 SD card. Again, most of these smartphones do offer only these options, so I hope the Xiaomi will do that in next year, inshallah, with the Pocophone F2 to offer 2+1. The camera performance at the night or in low artificial lighting is average. Again, like I mentioned already in my camera reviews, and you can even see, and I've done a comparison between the Honor Play and the Pocophone F1. You can see a huge difference between the Xiaomi and the Huawei's software optimization, software processing at the night, ninjas. So it's gonna be a bummer for people who, I don't know, are going outside every single night and who do take pictures, selfies or something like that at the night. I'm not one of those, and I think that most of you are not one of those people who are taking mainly pictures at the night. But again, this is like nitpicking, like we are looking for a needle in the plasma. So again, we have to mention, because there is another smartphone which does offer these things for the same price tag. Maybe maybe Honor Play doesn't offer the best SoC, the best battery, and etc, but it does offer, example, the low light conditions. Example, the Pocophone F1 doesn't have an NFC. You can find other smartphones which do offer NFC, so this is again a con for this smartphone for some people. It also has, next to the plastic body, it's kind of a little bit thicker bezels. I do have to agree that it does have a little bit thick bezels, and the chin, compared to other smartphones which do have minimalistic look for 2018-2019, but again, because they do have that poshy look and poshy design, poshy material, Pocophone or Xiaomi couldn't even, I mean, it's impossible to get something like Honor Play for this price tag and all the specs. Again, a lot of people are a lot of Netflix chillers. There is no DRM certification for HD streaming in the Netflix, so have that in mind, that you're gonna have low resolution video resolution with the Netflix, and that's it, ninjas. This is simply it. I couldn't find anything really so bad about this smartphone that I would say that I'm disgusted about it, I'm not gonna buy it. And all these cons, not any single con here is for me. Honestly, okay, Okay, I would say that maybe hybrid SIP slot, but then again, 95% of the smartphones on the market don't offer the same thing. So basically, only 1+1. But for me, it is slightly a little bit bummer because I'm a huge hardcore user, gamer, because I do install a lot of applications and emulators, and I do a lot of files, and I do also use 2 SIM cards in the same time. So till this day, I'm still using two smartphones, ninjas. Unfortunately, I hope that the Xiaomi will do that, inshallah, in the future with the flagship smartphones, or at least OnePlus, because these are my 2 favorite brands, and they're gonna be probably my only daily drivers as soon as they get that. And of course, they need to improve also the low light at the camera and the videos at the low light situations, like in the shadows at the night. That's because that's also very important for me to have great camera, because I am a vlogger. I'm not like kind of a standard user. I do make a lot of videos, so that's why I need to have one of the best cameras on a smartphone. Just I hope you understand me. But NFC, DRM for Netflix, thick bezels, no waterproofing, I don't know, plastic body, not anything of that. This is not a con for me, ninjas. Like I said, this is the best smartphone of all time. I repeat again, I never had anything greater, better, cheaper, more powerful than the Pocophone F1 in my life, and I think I almost had 300 smartphones in my hands, ninjas. Almost 300 smartphones since I'm I don't know, in love with the technology. Of course, I'm doing this work, this YouTube thing for 3 years or so, but before that, even when I was a kiddo, I loved technology, and I loved smartphones. Almost every 2-3 months I've been changing smartphones, etc, etc, and I've been in that, I've been in this world for a long period, ninjas. Maybe I haven't been a professional or doing reviews, but I've been in love with Android smartphones until this date. Like I said, Pocophone F1 for me just left I would say a sign, a signature permanently in the history of Android smartphones, or basically of all smartphones ever in the history. Anyway, wish you all the best. I hope you enjoyed. So this is the review of the Pocophone F1 by me, Muhammad, from TechUtopia YouTube channel. Like I said, this is also a giveaway, so please make sure to check in the description the giveaway, apply for the giveaway, and also in the same time, if you are considering to buy the Pocophone F1, buy it. Imagine if you also buy it and get the giveaway, then you're gonna have 2 smartphones for 1 price, man. That would be just amazing. But if you don't have money to buy the Pocophone F1, and if you are not even looking to buy it, then just apply for the giveaway, ninjas. If you are looking to buy, then you're gonna have the discount coupons in the description like always. Use them, ninjas. Don't miss these chances, because right now you can get Pocophone F1 under $300 globally. Not only the India market, but globally. Everybody who, if you are from Nigeria, if you are from Egypt, from Germany, you can buy the smartphone for $300, even with the free shipping, with the shipping included, bro. Insane, isn't it? Anyway, have a beautiful day. Wish you all the best, and watch me, keep watching me, bro. Keep watching me, and keep it cool. Peace. Have you ever wondered where to buy smartphones from? Chicka chicka ching 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 China. That is the gearbest.com and banggood.com, the most reliable 2 sites for online buying. Use my promo links below in the description to purchase anything, ninjas. That's the best way to support me. Let's go!